D, wait for it, light bulb.
Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
What's up, nerds? So there's two things I want to say before I get started on this video. And the first one is the reason that this video is so late is because my computer took a crap and I had to get it repaired. So 5 days without a computer to upload content is hard, but I got it fixed and everything seems to be working okay. And I will be continuing business as usual. And for the second thing that I want to say is that if you like what I do here and you enjoy independent content here on YouTube, please consider subscribing to my channel. YouTube is always changing up their algorithm, and small channels like mine usually get pushed to the back of the line. So I please ask that you like, share, and subscribe, and I thank you in advance. So why don't we go ahead and get started on this video? So with the release of Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings and that end credit scene where we saw Captain Marvel and Bruce Banner show up and they were trying to figure out what the 10 rings are because they are a beacon and they were sending out a signal to something in the universe. Now, I'm going to share with you right now what I think the 10 rings are and exactly who they're sending the beacon out to and all that kind of stuff. Now, also, I want to just say before I get started that if somebody else came up with this, I didn't steal this idea from anybody. I just didn't have time to put it up beforehand because I told you my computer problem. But if somebody else had, there's 6 or 7 billion people in the world. I'm pretty sure somebody else came up with the same idea. All right. I didn't take it from anybody. I came up with it myself. I just want to throw that out there because I always get a comment like, you stole this from so-and-so. And it's like, calm down, Chris Brown. I did not. Anyways, now, if I'm wrong about this, I totally expect it to be wrong and everything. So a lot of things with Shang-Chi, I thought that I've been wrong about a lot of things with Shang-Chi. For instance, I thought that Katy would be in disguise as someone from Ta Lo because her costume with her action figure, it was that red robe. And I thought that Xialing would end up with wearing the 10 rings because I thought it looked like the in that fight with the trailer with Ta Lo warriors. When you see Win Lu's arm, it looked to me like Xiaoling's arm, and it looked like it was wearing white. So I thought that she was going to be the main bad guy of the movie, and then I ended up being wrong about that. You know, so what? And when it comes to theories, I really don't like putting my ideas out there because I don't like being wrong. And people these days can be a little vicious when you're wrong about stuff. Like you're not allowed to put your theory out there or an idea without somebody freaking out on you if you're wrong. Plus, like I said before, you get those people that are just like, you stole this idea, you're copying this idea, and you're just like, no, I'm not. Anyways, with that said, I'm going to put my theory out there and of what the 10 rings are and who they're sending the beacon out to and what that may mean for the future of the MCU. Now, what are the 10 rings? Well, in the comics, these 10 cylinders were McLuhan pieces of technology, each containing the soul of a long dead legendary cosmic warrior trapped in a phantasmal state, limited by their respective devices. Each of these artifacts additionally possessed a quarantined AI for when the rings were separated from their wielders. Now, what are the McLuhans? McLuhans are an alien species that look like giant dragons. Now, long story short, the most famous one on Earth is Fang Foom. Now, in the movie Shang-Chi, Fang Foom was reimagined as the Great Protector. It was a giant dragon that helped fight the Dark Dweller. Now, I'm not too thrilled about this, but it's not enough for me to hate it. And I really don't care, in all honesty. I mean, the dragon was a female, Fang Foom is a male. And that could have been a different McLuhan, and we might get Fang Foom. You never know. We'll see. And also, this could be Fang Foom, and he could show up. But if you notice the size of the rings on Shang-Chi, they fit Shang-Chi's arm, which is the size of maybe a small finger. So I think that the 10 rings are actually giant rings for an alien hand, a giant alien hand. And at first I thought it was supposed to be for Fang Foom, and he was going to be the bad guy that shows up with the rings on his hand, and he was going to put the rings on his hand after he took them from Win Lu, and he's going to be like, haha, these are my rings and everything. And you're all like, oh, it fits on his arm. Now, obviously, I was wrong about that, but now considering that the rings are sending out a signal / a beacon and something is coming to Earth, I now believe that that is Galactus. And if you look at this diagram of Galactus and his height compared to a human being, an arm of a human being is about the size of one of his fingers. So therefore, I now think that these are Galactus's rings, boom, boom, boom. And he is the one headed towards Earth. But before we see Galactus, we are going to see my absolute favorite character in the Marvel universe, and that is Silver Surfer. Gosh, I hope we still see Silver Surfer so quickly. I love Silver Surfer. And I have loved Silver Surfer since forever. He was always been my favorite Marvel character and probably always will be. I just love his story and I cannot wait to see him in the MCU. I really hope they do. I remember when I heard rumors that he of him possibly being in Infinity War and Endgame, because he does play a huge role in the comic books, but apparently they couldn't do it because Fox owned the rights to the character because of the Fantastic Four and yada, yada, yada. But I really hope that we see him in the MCU coming up soon. So that's my theory for the 10 rings and what they're sending the beacon out to. I think that it's Galactus, and I think he's, a big baddie for this next phase and moving forward. And I think he's the one that's going to be trying to get the 10 rings. And yeah. So that's my theory, you guys. Tell me, what did you guys think about my theory? Do you think I'm wrong? Do you think I'm right? Who do you think it is that's sending out the beacon to / the signal to out in the universe? Go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go and hit that like button. I won't mind. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I will see you guys on the next video. You guys have a good day. Bye.